Friday morning. Hey, it's freaking awesome. St. Patrick's Day, and we got a great guest today, Daniel Estepp from Poor Decisions. Welcome, Daniel.
Thanks for having me.
All right, man. So we're pretty excited. It's St. Patrick's Day. I bet you everybody's ramped up to do some really cool stuff. And Poor Decisions is really a cool place. The former Blue Sky is now Poor Decisions. And boy, I'll tell you what, that is a high energy place. I've been there a couple of times, and man, it's high energy.
That's what we're shooting for. It's a whole new ball game from what it used to be.
Fantastic.
What I hear, I was never there before.
So tell me, Daniel, are you from here? Are you from the Maryland area?
I am. I'm local. I'm a Lincoln High School graduate. Moved away for about 10 years. So my wife is from Damascus, Maryland, and we've been back here now going on 5 years. And couldn't be happier.
Great.
Back home to the roots.
Now you're wrapped up in this business venture, huh?
Yeah, it's a whole new thing for me. I've never been in the food service industry in my life. I've never flipped burgers at a McDonald's, anything like that. So it's definitely been a learning experience.
Oh, I can imagine. So how did you guys get the start with opening Poor Decisions? Was there like a process? Were you inspired by something, or?
So our business partners, Michael and Ashley, they had a bar in Woodsboro. It was called JR's Bar and Grill. Hung out, spent a lot of time there. Looked like they were always having a blast. Opportunity came up with them to do the Poor Decisions thing, and let's do it. Blue Sky's been sitting empty for 9 months. We've got this gold mine sitting in our backyard. Let's go and do it.
Right. Well, that's really cool because a lot of the bands that used to play there when it's Blue Sky, when we found out it was opening back up, holy crap, it was like a big, huge party going on in all of our minds. We're like, yeah, Blue Sky's coming back, but of course now it's Poor Decisions.
Yep.
And the way you guys have done the build out, and just the facelift of the place is amazing. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's a really cool vibe in the place. Have you ever done anything like this before?
Never in my life.
Really?
Like I said, this is all new. I've spent a lot of time in bars. So.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's the way we ramp up our experience towards bar ownership. Is like, well, we're really good customers. Yeah. We know the whole vibe, right?
Yeah. It's been kind of difficult to take a step back from that and be on the other side for a change. But
well, I was going to ask you why you chose this business, but you told me that you used to go to the place up in Woodsboro and hang out with those guys, and I'm sure that's really a cool inspiration when you see some of your friends, and they're really killing it, bringing in a good crowd, lots of positive energy going on there.
For sure. And not just there. I mean, the live music thing it's huge to me. I love it. I get jealous. I watch all of your podcasts that you've been doing, and you got all these great musicians on here. And I tell people all the time, it's kind of like a running joke. It's like, we wouldn't be talking if I could sing, because all I would do is sing. Like,
right.
We'd be on here just...
But, it's the venue owners that keep us out there,
Yeah.
So you guys are the most important aspect of our profession. If we didn't have these venues to play at and express ourselves musically, we would have a heck of a time. I saw a video of Billy from ZZ Top, the guitar player, playing on a street corner in Austin, and nobody knew who he was,
That's funny.
Yeah, because he was just out there on his own, and nobody knew who he was. They just thought, it's just some street guy playing the guitar,
Well, that kind of happened to me the other day watching your podcast with Christy. I had no idea that she was in Poverty Ridge, and 80% of our customers that come in there, you guys think you could get Poverty Ridge? I didn't know that was had ended and all of this until watching that. I was like, well, she was just here singing last Sunday. Like,
right.
I have no idea. I had no idea.
Right. She's a dynamic character and a lot of fun on stage, No kidding, right? I thought John Sines was high energy, but we got Christy. Wow, just amazing. And those two together in a cute triangle. Wow, what a high energy combination. And of course, then Bob, who you're related to, right?
He's married to my aunt. So
that's right. Sandra and Bob Majors.
Yep.
So that's cool. So, this whole thing's almost like a family thing, the band thing, the bar thing.
Yeah, they've been great because every person in Frederick, it seems like at some point does music. And so they're constantly coming in. I'll reach out to Sandra and Bob, like, these people, this band all right? Should I book this band? So
that's fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what, if anybody knows if a band is good or bad, it's Bob. Yeah, he's got a good, he's in Motor Smoke, and he just joined Gaslight. you know, and of course, Cute Triangle. So Christie's hijacked him for 2 bands.
Yeah, I don't know how he has the time to do it, but good for him.
Well, you know, as a band member myself, I'll tell you, it's in our blood. You know, if we're not doing anything, if we're not working or doing something that's keeping us busy, the thing we want to turn to is that guitar or that
Makes
music.
sense.
You know, it's just in our blood. So that's cool. So, you know, what positive aspects are you experiencing right now in the growth of this business?
I mean, I'm meeting so many just incredible people. It's been amazing. I keep telling everybody, like, you know, we're in Newmarket, so the town of Newmarket's been huge. I mean, they're in there daily. Just we love what you've done with the place. We love the live music. We love, you know, this, that, and the other. Right now, we've got a promotion going on. We're calling it Ball for All. We're collecting unused sports balls, basketball, football, soccer,
wow.
anything like that, and it's getting donated to an organization in Frederick called I Believe in Me. It's like a boys and girls type of foundation. So just basketballs arriving constantly.
That's awesome, giving back to the community like that,
For
you know.
sure.
And you know what? I'll get those links from you. We'll put those down on our YouTube at the bottom. Just click on more, and we'll have links to those things if you want to support that as well.
It'd be great. Yeah, so we're doing that. That's real big for March Madness through the month of March.
So, any ups and downs? You know, I know you said earlier when we were talking that there's growing pains. You know,
That for sure. Like I said, having never done this before and being a kind of person that's kind of a take control kind of guy and more taking the back seat, letting my partners kind of tell me how things were supposed to go, using their experience. You know, that was tough at the beginning, but kind of everybody's found their niche now and
right?
kind of can read each other, know exactly what each other's thinking, what needs to happen next. And
Right.
I mean, that's been huge.
Now,
And
I
having
know-
good business partners is amazing. I mean,
I know
can't
the
be
food
successful without it.
aspect can be a little tricky. You know, when you have a kitchen
Yeah.
involved in your business, there's a lot of bureaucracy that you have to go through in maintaining that kitchen to get it past like Maryland inspections and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
It wasn't easy, but the good thing was when we took over, the place had been stripped, gutted. So,
Oh, wow.
So everything that's at Poor Decisions is brand new.
oh,
If your food is being cooked on it, in it, out of it, anything like that,
that's
we
great.
purchased
That's
all brand new
fantastic.
everything. So when our inspection came, it was more, oh, you got to caulk this crack here, or you know.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right.
Everybody talked about how hard that was going to be, the health inspections and getting your liquor license on. Really, we flew through that process. It was
Wow.
more us waiting on them than them waiting on us.
Yeah, I used to do branding for restaurants when I ran my business, and I'll tell you, I've done a couple where they were just going back and forth
I've heard
trying to
that.
get things done in their kitchens. And so that's really a blessing, I think, to be able to just go through, especially with the liquor license.
Yeah, like I said, our partners had done this before. They knew exactly what to do, what
That-
was going to be needed.
Yeah, I bet you that was really helpful to have somebody that knew the ins and outs of
Not
that
even
bureaucratic process.
Not even just knowing the process, but actually knowing the people. The people would come out, hey, Michael and Ashley.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
It made things super easy. So.
All right, well, we're going to definitely have to connect with those two.
Yeah.
And
For sure.
Now, you know, we're going to be playing at your place on April 1st. No Exit, the band No Exit will be playing at Poor Decisions April 1st. And that'd be a good opportunity for me to probably meet those guys.
Oh, for sure, yeah. They're there all the time.
Hey, as we said, it's Happy St. Patrick's Day. You know, everybody's going to drink their green beer. You know,
All
get out
weekend.
to the venues. And we wanted to mention that Michelle made these awesome oatmeal raisin cookies. And you know, oats is really big in Ireland. Yeah, there you go, man. Oats is really big in Ireland, and so, you know, oatmeal cookies make sense, right? You know, and they go great with beer. I'm telling you, man, the raisins really rock with beer. So thanks, Michelle, for the wonderful oatmeal cookies. And if you want to be on the porch, remember, she may reach out to you and ask you what favorite snack you want on the front porch. And, you know, you got to get here to do it. So if you want to get on the front porch, reach out to me, and we'll see if we can get you on here so you can enjoy these wonderful snacks and have some great conversation.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
Very good.
All right, thanks for joining us. We'll get back to the interview. So are there any interesting stories to tell as you're building up your venue? You know, I know sometimes quirky things happen, weird things happen, you know, and you always end up with this really cool backstory to tell. And of course, I like to embellish when I tell backstories too.
So, really, I mean, when you were talking about how the musicians all got super excited about us opening and stuff.
Right.
So anybody that's been there has noticed all the wood paneling around the walls and all that. Well, those are old pallets that we were busting up.
Right.
So we spent a lot of time there, you know, crazy hours during the day, at night, this and the other. Almost daily, somebody would come in there. Hey, I play in this band, and one day I'm in there by myself. It's late. I don't know, probably 11:30 at night. I got one light on where I'm working. That's it, because I don't want to disrupt the neighborhood. And some guy just comes moseying on through the door. I had no idea he was in there, and he's just walking around the whole building. And then I'm like, "Who is this guy?" So I finally, or I hear him, and "Who is this guy?" "Hey man, I'm in a band." And I was like, "Oh yeah?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he starts snapping his fingers all over the place. He's like, "The acoustics in here could really use some help." And he wants to hang carpets all over my walls and all this. And he's like, "I got stuff out in the car. I can bring samples." And I was like, "No, no, no, no. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm hanging, finishing this last wall. Get out of here." Yeah, so that was like the snapping of the fingers and the hey, hey, the shouting and stuff. And I was like, we're pretty far away from booking bands right now. We're months from being open. So
Right.
but that was that. And then, I mean, it's a bar, so you've got your crazy people that are to come there.
Right.
Maybe can't handle alcohol the way they used to be able to.
Right. Trying to relive those glory days.
But no, it's been good. Like I said, the neighborhood's been amazing. The patrons have been great. It's been awesome. No fighting, nothing like that. So
Fantastic. So let me ask you this, since the venue started, have you guys developed any signature drinks, or is there a signature drink?
no, not so much a signature drink. We've talked about it. Anybody that's been there and watches us pour our beer, it's kind of our signature right now.
Right.
We pour our beers from the bottom up. So
That blew me away when I first went there. I was like, how is that beer filling up from the bottom,
yeah.
And then I saw on the bottom there was these little magnets that they have that
Mhm.
close really fast as soon as the tap leaves the glass.
Yep.
That is really cool.
It is. It's cool.
And old guys like me that are easily distracted by stuff,
Mhm.
I just thought that was amazing.
It's a great talking point, and we tell people, don't finger your cup hole, because
Because you're going to end up with beer all over you.
You're gonna
And
get
I'll
wet.
tell
That's
you
what
what,
he said. Don't finger your cup hole. You're gonna get wet.
I was one of those guys that did that because I saw it underneath and I
It's like
pushed
a
on it and I was like, whoa, that's how they do that.
Yep.
Yeah. And
So-
of course, I've got IPA going down my legs and I was like, oh, what a waste.
But that's another opportunity too. The magnets is, I tell business owners, bands, anybody like that with a logo, you could buy us a spool of magnets and have your logo. put
Oh,
on
that's
there.
really cool to know. Hey, that's great. Band marketing.
Yep. And we tell all the
Reach
customers,
out to Daniel.
when they're finished, they can keep their magnets. So guys, I got a guy who comes here. He's like, "I looked at my refrigerator the other day. I realized I drink way too much because his whole fridge is covered in magnets." So if you do this, then they're going home and
that's
it's seen
cool.
by
That's a great marketing for
everybody.
For bands or even vendors that
Yep.
support you guys.
Yep.
That's fantastic. So what kind of events can we expect? You guys I know you're ramping up with DJs and stuff like that. What other events are you guys trying to work on to keep things?
Yep. So actually, tomorrow night, Saturday night, we have a band called Moon Donkey. It's a funny name, but a great band. This is their second time there. It's for a bike night that's going on. The bike night is 50-50 raffles, auction baskets. They're going to have a 2004 Harley Davidson Sportster in the parking lot. I think it's $20 a raffle ticket for that. It's going to get raffled off sometime in June. And all the proceeds from that are going to, I don't want to mess it up, but it has something to do with like foster parents and adopted
Right.
kid
I think I
children.
saw the ad for
Yeah,
that on
we have
your
We have a flyer up
on your
the
social
Facebook
media page. So, do you have any business interests outside of Poor Decisions?
Well, I've heard every millionaire has 5 income streams, so I'd like to get there.
That's cool.
Yeah, currently I work for Washington Gas, and I have the Poor Decisions thing, and then ideally one day, eventually, I'd love to get some rental properties. And,
Oh, fantastic.
start
Well, that's
getting
cool.
into the real estate game.
Well, it really gives me a lot of hope to see, younger people, because I'm an old guy, really ramping things up as far as trying to start new businesses. And, your generation is so creative. I'm a creative guy, and I'll tell you what, it's funny to see that every generation that comes behind me just comes up with more creative ideas and creative ways of solving problems. And, it's just amazing. And I thought, the internet age would probably kill a lot of that, but it didn't. It actually inspired a lot of that,
Sure. Yeah, everybody's got an idea. Now you can get it out, blast it all over the world in seconds.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, just this video cast alone, can be seen by people in India that have no idea what we're talking about, And it's just amazing. And, we actually do have some international viewers. And anybody out there that's not from the United States watching this, welcome. We think this is awesome. You're checking us out.
That is cool.
Yeah, that is cool. So on social media, I mentioned your Facebook page. They have a really cool Facebook page, and they post all the events that are going on their Facebook page. Look them up, and it's what, Poor Decisions?
Poor Decisions New Market.
Poor Decisions New Market. Look them up on Facebook. Do you guys have a website where they can look at your menu?
There's a photograph of the menu on the Facebook page. We're working on a website now, and there's actually an Instagram page as well. That's Poor Decisions New Market. It's not as active as the Facebook page, but
Cool.
we stay pretty busy on the social media front. On the Facebook page is the place to see everything.
Well, you guys really do good on your
Going on.
social media. I check it out all the time. And I'm like, wow, they're staying really good on top of that, because a lot of businesses will start the Facebook page and then they'll be really hot and heavy into it at first, and all of a sudden it'll just start to stagnate.
That's how everybody hears about us. On the way here, I had people sending me messages. Any live bands this weekend? Is there? What's
Oh,
going
that's
on?
great.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not great that you're getting hit all the time with questions like that, but it's great that they're showing interest.
Yeah.
And like I said, their place is so high energy. When you go in there, it's just amazing. When it was the old Blue Sky, I didn't see that type of energy. So the vibe there is really cool,
Appreciate that. It's a big thing, and we brightened it up a little bit and stuff like that. I think all of that goes a long way.
So where can we see any food or drink specials you have? Would that be also on your social media
It
page?
is. So like today, I'll be there today hanging out I'm a huge sports nut. I'll be there hanging out to watch the Maryland Terps for March Madness. But
Cool.
we've got a double stack burger special for double stack burger and fries for $6.99 today. 3 sliders with fries for $7.99. That's kind of like our March Madness special. We'll carry that through the month. But yeah, there's always stuff going on, and like I said, the Facebook page is the place to go. It's
Sweet.
We list everything we're doing on there.
Awesome. Well, I wish you a lot of luck in your venture. And, we're so excited to be playing there on the 1st. I cannot wait. It's been a great chat with you on the porch this morning.
For sure. Appreciate the opportunity.
Sweet. And, we will see you guys on the 1st, Poor Decisions. And if you want to go there this weekend, check them out, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Good band, good cause. Go check them out. And one thing I want to mention before we go is the Razzle Report. Razzle Markel, he puts up a list of all the live performances going on in our area. Make sure you check out the Razzle Report. I'll have it below in there. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Happy St. Patrick's Day.